Are we sure the Dallas Cowboys are going to make the playoffs this season? I just want to ask that because I want someone in the media to ask. If I were there, I would ask Jerry Jones, Jerry, and pin him down on this one. If you say, does he have to make the playoffs to keep his job, Mike McCarthy, head coach? That's not a high enough bar. Does he need to win the Super Bowl to keep his job? That may be unrealistic. To keep your job in any given season, you got to win the Super Bowl. It's a lot. But this is, I think, a fair question. Jerry, does Mike McCarthy need to at least win a playoff game this season to keep his job? Is a fair question. But I wonder, Harry, the more I think about it, if no one repeats as champ this year in the NFC East, meaning the Cowboys don't win the NFC East.
Yep, I don't have them winning it either.
Okay, that will be, heading into next year, it'll be the 20th season since there's been a repeat NFC East champion. 22 decades since there's been a champion. So, because 03-04, we're in the 22-23 season now. 03-04, the Eagles did it.
Yep.
So if the Cowboys don't repeat, and that's the trend that no one does repeat, they're going to have to win a wild card. Well, hold on a second. So the Bucks and Saints in the South, I'm going to say one of those two teams, the Saints, is going to be a wild card. Okay?
Yeah, that's what
I'm going to say, even though there's no DeAndre Hopkins and everything else, and even though the Niners have a second year quarterback, but a guy who really hasn't started before in Trey Lance, I'm going to say between the Niners and the Cardinals, at least one of them will be a wild card.
Correct. We're on the same page. Continue,
okay,
Mac. We're
that's
on the same
two.
page.
And there are only 3 wild cards per conference. So that leaves the other one, the Cardinals or the Niners, whoever's not definitely in as a wild card.
The Vikings.
And the Cowboys. One of those 3 teams getting in, the other 2 are not. Are we sure the Cowboys are going to be one of those teams? Because if they're not, they don't make the playoffs.
You don't want to be one-dimensional. You just don't want to be dropping your quarterback. Listen, they don't even know who their solid number 2 is going to be. Michael Gallup is not 100% healthy right now. He's not.
So a lot of it has to do with the fact that Amari Cooper's not there anymore.
That plays a big part in it.
But even last year, everyone points to the record when they rushed for under 100 yards in a game.
What was their record when they rushed for under 100 yards?
It was bad. I forgot.
Okay, so Max, why are you up here going back and forth with me then?
No.
You know the run game is valuable to what the Cowboys want to do.
Dude, I'm not questioning your analysis. I'm asking the question about what it means about the quarterback.
Stop doing that, Max. Stop.
Why?
Because you don't have to do that right now.
Dak is big and strong, and he can run, and he has an arm, and he's a leader, and all those things. He seems to me to be the type of guy that can carry you if you need him to. And yet, what we hear from all the analysts is, So what that tells me is, it's easy to kind of categorize players a certain way. Big, fast, strong, arm, the whole thing. But that doesn't mean all those things are pitched as high as someone else who has all those characteristics. Like Mahomes has those characteristics, but the talent is pitched higher, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're really talking about. How talented is Dak?
And Dak can be a part of that run game as well.
Yeah, he can.
That wasn't the case last year because he was injured. So
how
now
talented
we're
is he? How talented? Just on talent. How talented is he?
Dak is talented. Dak
is he an elite talent?
Dak is not elite.
Ooh, is he an elite talent?
Explain the difference to me.
Between talent and skill. So talent is your capacity to do something,
I'm
right?
a former athlete. We getting all technical and stuff.
I got you.
Now.
But skill is, so as an athlete, you have a certain amount of talent, Harry. So I don't care how much I would have trained with you. I'd have never made the NFL. You did. Your muscles twitch faster, whatever it is, right? You have more talent. The skill is the hours you put in to hone that talent into doing your craft a certain way, to running your route precisely, right? All that. That's the skill. I'm leaving skill out of this. How talented, how much capacity, because if this talent is as high as anyone's or something like that, then he can always become that player that people are hoping he'll be. But if you're telling me his talent itself is somewhat limited, now it's a different story.
He has to play up to his talent.
Okay, so the talent's there.
He has to play up to his capabilities.
And the
Dak Prescott.
The talent's there.
It's there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.